YouTube, I hope you're all keeping well. In today's video I'm going to be showing you over, well for me at least, for the next 3 days of what I do to care for all of my animals in my room at the moment. I'm not going to be doing it for the proper, well the other room with all the other animals. I'm going to be, once I get like more views and everything, I'm going to be doing stuff in that room, because obviously that is a little bit harder to make videos with. So I will be doing that once we get more views and more subscribers. So if you want to see my other room, which as far as I'm concerned neither this or my other channel has seen yet, please subscribe, because then I will start doing videos in there. But just for today I'm going to be showing you everything in here. So before we get started in the video, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, comment down below any other video suggestions that you want me to do or anything. I will like that comment and I'll reply to that comment and maybe even do the video, so it's definitely worth it. Anything to do with reptiles. If it's not to do with reptiles, go over to my other channel. I'll put the channel up here. It'll probably be in this corner for the whole clip. So yeah, let's get started. So first of all, I'm gonna be down here, which is where I keep all of my animal food. What's this? Okay, I thought it had sticking to eggs on it, because I pulled some leaves out with pink ink sticking to eggs, which is fun. So I left the bowl over here. And I'm back with the bowl. I'm going to be feeding my veiled chameleon, Yanis. I'm going to just be feeding her some mealworms and the last of the dubia roaches. So, no, they're mini mealworms. Yeah, this one. So, this is just a, well, dedicated for hamsters. This is just a plastic Pets at Home bowl. Just enough sticker on the bottom, I know. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you, as long as you wash it. All they're going to do is take the tongue out and get the food, so it doesn't really matter. So in here, I have some dubia roaches, I believe. Yep, there's one there. So if you don't know what a dubia roach is, if you don't know what a dubia roach is, that's a dubia roach. So it's a type of cockroach, but they're not really called cockroaches, they're just called roaches. I'm going to give her the rest that is in this box. So 1, 2, 3. Any others? Nope, so there's 3 in there. That'll do her, because yesterday she had 4 locusts. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to put some mealworms in there. Now another thing that you can do for these is, especially veiled chameleons, chameleons sometimes do eat plants, so they're omnivores, if I said that right. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. But they are, so they do eat meat, and they also do eat vegetables, so it is important to supply them with mostly protein, because obviously every animal needs protein to support their bones and their growth. But obviously around 10 to 20% of their diet should be vegetation. So maybe once a week, once every other week, just put a little bit of green in there, just collared greens. I wouldn't really give them iceberg lettuce. It's not really the best for the animals, and it doesn't really have any nutritional value. So if you gave them a little bit of cabbage, something like that. Or I'm not a huge expert on stuff like this, so if you want me to do a video on this, comment down below and I'll research it properly. Search some stuff up, like some plants that they would eat in the wild, and see if you can get some. Maybe they are in the supermarkets, or maybe they're not. Or if you don't want to do that, comment down below and then I can do that video. So at the moment I've got around 10 to 15 mealworms in here and 3 dubia roaches. Next, wherever it is, where did I put my calcium? Calcium, don't... This happens every single time I film a video. Ha, there you are. we're not at the other side of the room this time. So, like I said, last video, my bearded dragon care video, it wasn't in that video. That was in my first attempt to make this video, but I didn't post it because it wasn't good enough. So this is basically just a moray worm tub, and obviously because they have holes at the top, and unlike the waxworm tubs, they don't have holes in the bottom, they're amazing just to sprinkle. So I just sprinkle that all over. So that might be a tiny bit too much. This isn't cruel for the animals, because it's designed not to kill them, it's designed not to hurt them or like cause irritation, but at the end of the day, within less than 3-4 hours these will be eaten and in a lizard tummy anyway. Like a lot of reptile people say, if we had the choice we wouldn't feed live food, but it's a circle of life, and these animals, even though I believe personally it was a bit stupid of us to bring them into captivity in the first place, but they're here now. I forgot what I was going to say. I don't know. But, oh, yeah. So we would, if we could find a veggie option or a healthier option, we would. So, yeah. Sorry about that pause there, because I just completely forgot what I was going to say. So, at the moment, I'm just going to pour it into my hand just to show you what I've got. Oopsies. So, at the moment, this is... Oops, all the dubia roaches are coming out. So, 3 dubia roaches and mealworms. All covered in vitamin and... all covered in calcium with vitamin D3. So, this is going to go in my veiled chameleon's cage. So right, my veiled chameleon's cage, you can just see the bottom. That's just glue right there. And this is the bowl right here. Why is my phone keep pinging? That's annoying. And that's just go on the bottom. I do put it on the bottom because it does give her a little bit of exercise, but I try not to cover a lot of the soil up, because obviously my veiled chameleon is a female. So I would prefer her to have as much digging space as she can. Even though she hasn't had a male, they do technically still lay unfertile eggs. So it is important just to give them some space to dig, to lay their eggs, otherwise they can get egg bound and in some cases die. I'm not going to get into too much detail with this, but if you want me to do a video on that, I have done a care video, but if you want me to do things to avoid with chameleons in a video, comment it down below and I'll do it. So, sorry about the camera angle. It's the next day, as you can tell I'm wearing something different. I'm going to be feeding my 2 giant African land snails up here, and I'm also going to be feeding the live food. So at the moment I've got some cabbage, some spring greens or collard greens, some potato, some apple and some cucumber. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bowl and I'm going to sort out what I'm going to feed for the snails, and then I'm just going to dump the rest inside the live food because they don't need bowls or anything. So, sorry if you can hear noises outside. There's a little storm around and there's the odd rumble of thunder, as you can tell. So I have a plastic bowl. I know it still has a sticker on the bottom. Try and get it off as much as I can. There we go. This is going to be for the snails, so I'm going to be mixing up some of this. You don't have to put calcium on it as long as they do have a cuttle bone. As you can tell, there's 2 in there, but you can see 1 at the moment. You can put it on the substrate, but if you prefer things not to smell, and if you would like it nice and clean, to be honest with you, it is a lot better just to put it in a bowl. They will find it better if you put it on the ground, because that's how they would find it in the wild, but sometimes it is just better for hygiene to put it in a bowl. So, just like you would with a hamster or something, just put it here. What I tend to do as a little secret, I didn't do that this time, I forgot. What I normally do it's a little tip or trick. I tend to put the healthiest stuff on the top, and the stuff that they should be having as a treat, or the stuff that doesn't have as much nutritional value, goes at the bottom. So you put all the stuff that does have all the nutritional value at the top, which normally means that a lot more of the time they are getting the nutrition that they need. So at the moment the cucumbers are right at the bottom, then it's going apple, then it's going potato, and then it's going the spring greens and cabbage. So that's the look. It is just a hamster bowl. These are a lot cheaper. You don't have to get the ones for reptiles. These are £1.50 from Pets at Home. So definitely worth having a look at these. You can get metal ones, but these ones are better because I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're recycled plastic, so that's good. So, hello, I'm on the floor now. I'm down here, and this is my giant African land snail cage at the moment. I do have a pretty large soaking bowl. This is another hack. You can just put a really large bowl in there, not too deep that they'll drown, but deep enough for them to have a nice soak. And if your snails do go in it enough, you don't really have to give them soaks. Now, obviously, because some of this does go a little bit mushy, I'm gonna just use a bag to get it all out. Obviously, it's not as bad as dog poo, but just with what's happening at the moment, I'd hate to get or spread anything. So, well, I'm just going to use my fingers for the carrot, because the carrot isn't that disgusting. At the moment there is 2 giant African land snails in here and a couple of babies which are still emerging from the bottom. I'm trying to let them be all natural and just let them emerge on their own rather than pick them out, because that is a lot more natural, as I say. Now I'm gonna put this in. Obviously snails are one of the hardest animals to keep clean and keep their cage clean, so if you don't really succeed with keeping their cage nice and clean, I wouldn't worry, because they're not going to keep it clean, and it'll only be clean for a day or two. They will put mud all over the glass. I do clean the glass, but obviously I don't keep everything pristine, because that will never happen. So yeah, I'll just show you what the cage looks like. So I'm back. I don't have my glasses on anymore, but it's the same day. Probably about half an hour later. So I went downstairs and did some stuff, and then I came back up, and then thank God I didn't fall. I came back up and I did all of my live food. So crickets, there's 2 black crickets here that have spring greens, and 2 normal brown crickets that have cabbage, 3 pots of mealworms, one of which mini mealworms that have spring greens as well, and Mario worms have spring greens, and the locust has spring greens. So yeah, that is basically everything here. Here I have some dandelion leaves which I save for my baby dragons. They do actually really like them as long as they're washed. They are very healthy for them. They're a good source of protein as well, but I'm not going to get into any detail with that in this video because I've done a bit of dragon care video. So, but if there are any other videos you'd like me to do, just comment them down below. So next I'm going to spray all of my cages that need spraying. So I am going to do a time lapse when I'm doing that, and after, being as it is a different day, I'm going to film today's feeding for my chameleon as well, even though I did do that yesterday or at the start of this video for you guys. So I'm still going to do it though. So next, whilst I'm down here, I'm going to get the bowl, as you saw in the time lapse. I'm going to get some of these mealworms. So they are munching on the spring greens at the moment. You will find that almost as soon as you put the stuff in, they will just go for it. So these are normal mealworms, not mini mealworms. Sorry if I did say mini mealworms, I can't remember. If I did, that's a lot of mini mealworms in one sentence. So there's all the mealworms in there, and what do we need? Right. No. Right, so we're gonna get up, and I'm gonna get this tub. This tub has my waxworms in. A lot of these are moths at the moment, but I feed those as a treat to my mantises. I'm gonna sneeze. Ooh. Right, so there's one in there. 2. Right, I'm gonna give her 2. She hasn't had some in about 2 weeks, so that'll be fine. And calcium dusting. So I'm not going to go over, as you know. In a lot of my videos I have to run to places to get calcium. It's kind of turned into something that you're expecting in my video. Okay, I need more calcium. There we go. So, back with the calcium, and I'm just going to sprinkle it on to the mealworms and waxworms, and that will go in with the veiled chameleon Yanis. And next I'm going to pick out 4 large locusts for her. Again, gut loaded. And I'm going to put them in this calcium shaker and shake them up. Now that I've done that, they're also going to go in the bowl. I'm going to put my hand over so they don't jump out, but she does normally come down almost as soon as she sees the bowl. So I accidentally deleted the clip of me making this, but this is my veiled chameleon Yanis's food. Here's Yanis over here. There you go, there's Yanis. Got some UVB up there. It is a ditched cage. It's not unhygienic or dangerous for her, it's just a little bit ditched. She will be getting a new one soon, so don't worry. So this is where her bowl is, and she's got around 15 mealworms in there, 2 waxworms and 4 locusts. Hiya, it is the next day now. It's the following night from the night that I was filming. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, comment down below any video suggestions you want me to do next. As long as it is reptile related. If it isn't, go to my other channel, which is Ja380ke Robinson. Because Ja380ke Robinson is a little bit long-winded. But that name is close to my heart. It's been with me for almost 6 years now, but I think it's ready for a change. So yeah, if you want to go over and follow my Instagram, it's at Rept.ilianjake. It'll be in the outro. So I'll see you in the next video.